Right. Hello. Good evening. How are we? Just going to do some tests a moment before we 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 do some tests. Right, it's coming through. Okay. So, hello, folks. Welcome back to another live stream from the HQ. Hope you're all good. I've got a little bit of a family issue going on at the background at the minute. My father is not very well, so I'm not going to talk too much about that because it's not looking that good, to be honest. Danny, hi Danny, how you doing, mate? So, excellent. I'm glad you're all good. So, last night, me and David were out on a ghost hunt and down at Wheel Coats. It was brilliant. We did some quite a good investigation. I've got another part to that to upload, which will be going up soon. And right, we'll just off the phone there a minute. So yeah, so that should be quite good. Hope everyone's okay. Hope you had a great week. My week has been a bit up and down, folks, for various reasons, but we're not getting to that. So me and my son will be building our little shed to put the bikes in very soon. Jeffrey, hi Jeff, how you doing? Jeffrey or Jeff is our expert, and I speak on behalf of Two Wheel as well, because Jeff really knows his brother. Linda, hi there, how you doing? So yeah, Jeff is an expert, and he really knows his stuff when it comes to the World War II time frame, which is really cool. So I'm looking a bit tired, folks. I have been a bit tired of late. And oh, Danny, yes, I did say that, didn't I? Let's 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 do that. Uh, there we go. Right, okay. So, Danny, you're now being promoted. You are now a moderator. So what that means is, if any inappropriate chat comes through, block them. You know, that's what I would like. And yeah, so that's cool. Right. So since the last live stream, we've been quite busy, haven't we? And we'll just do a recap on what we've been up to. I'm a little bit tired tonight, folks, for various reasons. So we're not going to be on that long, I'm afraid. I do apologise, but we'll stay on as long as we can. Right, okay. Let's go back in time, shall we? Right. So we have done a lot, haven't we, folks? Jeez, man. Okay, so obviously after the live stream we did last week, we did a couple of motorcycle rides. One was from Redroof to Portreath, Portreath to Tahiti Woods, a fail explore. Now that was quite interesting, actually. Hang on, yeah, that was with Ad, and we'll just pause that a minute because it's yeah, don't like it. Yeah, it wouldn't really have. Oh, flipping heck. Right, okay. Sorry, bit amateurish, folks. Does happen sometimes. Yeah, so me and Adam, about a week ago, we went to have a look at an OB, which is the underground movement during World War II. If the Germans were to have invaded, folks, then there would have been a guerrilla movement where operatives around different parts of the country would cause havoc to the enemy. They have a little like safe room or a bunker, which was hidden underground in the countryside. And we were trying to find it, and Adam did explain that these things were designed to be hidden, and yeah, we couldn't find it. Simple as that, really. Then I did a drone flight over at Wheel Peaver. Wheel Peaver is a local mine site, and yeah, it's really special because it's got 3 engine houses, and originally Cornish mining sites would have had 3 engine houses, i.e. a whim. which is a Cornish word for winding engine, a pumping engine for removing the water, and the stumps. And yeah, then we did Into the Woods. Can't really remember what that was about. Oh yeah, that's Scorier Woods. Yeah, that was quite interesting because we found a calciner there. And then me and David, I think it was just over a week ago, me and David went to Tahiti Woods. But if you've been watching for a while, we did do a video over a week ago, probably 2 weeks ago now. It's called Devastation in the Woods, Tahiti Woods. Basically, the council, with their wisdom, did some tree management, and they've cut down a load of trees which were an invasive species. So me and David decided to go there and do a paranormal investigation, and that's been very well received, so it's really good. I thought that would stir up the spirits, and I'm pretty sure it did. And then me and Mrs. Kernow went to Trelisic Woods. That was her idea, and it paid off. It paid off very well. So big up Mrs. Kernow. And then I did. There's a couple of members videos there. So if you want to see those, you'll have to become a member for as little as £1, I think it is. Then actually, let's just catch up with the chat because good lord, flipping heck, there's loads of chat here. Right, okay. Yeah, need my sleep. Yeah, that's true, I do. Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Linda there, that's my sister, by the way. Yeah. Ahoy, Captain, how you doing? You've been quite busy as well, haven't you, mate? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Right, okay. Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Hi, mate, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Right, okay. So it looks like how many have we got in the house? We've got 10 in the house. Hello, the 10 in the house. Right. Now, some time ago, I think it was, I don't know, I think it might have been earlier this year, or if not late part of last year, we went to the Triamble branch, which is a railway which is connected, or a branch line which is connected to a branch line, which is quite special in its own right. The bit where I went to, it's not really on the beaten track. It was a little bit of a trespass, but we all know it's a civil matter, folks, and I didn't leave any evidence that I was there as such, so it's all good. But I have spoken to some people that have got an interest in that line, and it looks like I might be able to have permission to do another bit of that branch line, which will be quite good, wouldn't it? So there is quite a bit of history online about that particular branch. It was freight only, and it was a mine. The mine was actually called Triamble. Now, some friends of ours on Facebook, I believe, and or some subscribers have said that line did actually do passengers because it's right next to Penhale Army Camp. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. So it did actually carry some military personnel down to there, which I didn't know about. Now, when that mine started, or when that line started, they did actually do a special carriage sort of thing to carry some gentries all the way down the track, which is quite interesting. So yeah, that was really good. And then 3 days ago, me, David, and Adam, this was my idea, by the way, we did some research looking for some pillboxes which have eluded us. And we actually found 1, 2, 3 pillboxes that particular day. So that was quite good. And then last night, me and David did a ghost hunt down at Wheelcoats. If you don't know where Wheelcoats is, it's on the North Cornish coast. It's quite interesting, folks. So let's catch up with the chat here in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, Captain. Not bad. Yeah, excellent. So, anybody have any questions or suggestions at all? Because I am quite proactive with suggestions. We're slowly losing people watching, so we're probably not going to be on for very long, folks. So, I hope everyone is good. Hope you've had a great week. As I said earlier, I've got a problem with my father at the moment. He's not very well. He's currently in hospital, and it's not looking very good, folks. So I've got to go in and see him tomorrow just to make sure that, have an update on the situation. Really, it's not looking good, to be fair. So I did a drone flight today before I went to work, and it was over at St Agnes Beacon. So we flew the drone around there, and then we went further down the coast to an old mine called Wheel Tie, and that's situated not far from Porthtowan. And I've got the video. I've not released it just yet, but I am going to release it tonight, so that should be quite good. Yeah, he's getting on a bit now as well. He's 75, look, so it's and he hasn't really looked after himself, but so yeah, it's not looking great. We're preparing for the worst, to be honest. So see what happens. Now, next week, as you probably are aware, it's half term. Half term, I'm going to be going further afield. Now, I noticed that Captain has been up on Bodmin Moor. Now we're going up that way, but we're going somewhere else, a little bit further away, folks. So it should be something else. It's an area that's escaped my attention, and this is the only time really I can actually go and do it, because it's going to take me probably well over an hour to get up there, because we ride a Honda Super Cub, and we can actually go down all the current Cornish lanes and roads and what have you. I do have a TomTom Rider sat nav, so we can actually program in where we're going to go, and it will take us straight to it. So that's really cool, isn't it? On the way back, it's not really too difficult to get back, but the location where I'm going to, it's way up on the moor, so that's going to be quite an interesting one. There's going to be a walking video and a drone flight. There's probably going to be more than one video that I do, because I'm going to try and do 2 videos per day if I can during half term. I'm not going to be going out Monday because I've got a desk to build and a chest of drawers which has escaped our attention. So I just need to make sure that I get that done. So, because Mrs. Kernow has been moaning, you see, you know what these women are like. So yeah. So yeah, we've got to get that done. So at the moment, I'm using a fold-away table, which it's all right, it does the job, but I've got a proper desk, folks. I need to get on with it, so we're going to get on with it. So after that, because it's an L-shaped desk basically, and it's got a storage shelf above it, so we can put like the drones up there or whatever, which would be quite cool. So hope everyone's good. Hope you had a good week so far. We've got a few things on the back burner, folks. Me and David will be going out on the boat again. Next Friday, me and David are going magnet fishing. I've got the kit. What did I do with that? Oh, wait a minute. I've hidden it somewhere. Typical Kernow. Never mind. So next Friday, me and David are going. Oh, Captain, cheers, mate. Bloody hell. That's very kind, mate. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so me and David are going magnet fishing next Friday. We've not really made up the decision of where it is going to be, but I know that Captain's into that. Captain Cornish, go check him out, folks. He's well into magnet fishing. He's been doing well. I don't know if he's done anything recently. I don't think you have you, Captain? But he has done a fair bit around the St Austell area. You have to go and check his channel out. Give him a sub if you're not subbed. Excuse me. Yeah. Cool stuff. Oh, Tim Harris. Hi, mate. Yeah, we've not finished with the China Clay District just yet. We've got a bit more to do. Now, if you want to have an insight into it, go check out Captain Cornish. Now, he's from that area and he knows the area very well. I do know it, but I don't know it as well as the captain. And I dare say that I probably know the Campbell and Redruth area better than the captain, because it's, you know, but it's still Cornwall, isn't it? So it's all good. Danny, yeah, get back to it, Captain. Yeah, because me and David are going to give it a go on Friday. I'm just going to grab my magnet kit a minute because it's it looks a bit manky actually, because I haven't actually looked at it for ages. I'll just go and get it a minute. I've got two of them, by the way. I've left it downstairs. I've left it downstairs. Twit. Sorry, folks. Kernow's a twit. He's left it downstairs. I'll see if I can get Mrs. Kernow to grab it a minute. One sec. Jan, is that a magnet fishing kit down there? The magnet fishing kit, the orange box. Yeah, orange box. Here it is. Right, sorry folks. So here it is. It's in a box. We've got two of these. I bought it on eBay some time ago, and I haven't actually looked at it for quite a while. So it comes with a pair of rubber gloves, comes with quite a length of rope, and the actual magnet is here. It's looking a bit manky actually, because you can tell that we've used it, but we haven't used it for a while, to be fair. So I've got two of these, so I've got to go and dig out the other one. The other one's in storage at the minute, but yeah, Friday me and David are planning to go off and sorry about that, to catch up with the chat. Abandon, thanks for sharing the channel there, mate. I appreciate that. Excellent. So yeah, so Friday next week we'll be out magnet fishing, me and David. We've not decided where we're going just yet, but it should be quite interesting. Hopefully we'll find some nice old artifacts, which would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Tim, I'm glad you enjoy those, mate. Yeah, we've got 3 motorbikes. One's off the road at the moment, and the Suzuki that I use, I've got to get the front tire changed. And the main bike right now is the Honda Super Cub. It's the new version. It's the C125, and it's quite a new one actually. It's not even a year old. Yeah, it's a bit of a. I've had it in the box there for quite a while, Captain. I haven't actually used it for God knows how long. So it's about time that I did use it. So we're going to use it and see if we can clean it up. Jeff, thank you for subscribing to the Captain Cornish channel. Captain Cornish is very like-minded, and he's up and coming YouTuber, which is pretty cool. So yes, it's all good, isn't it? So underground. Now, Danny said earlier about underground explorers. Yes, we are going underground, and it won't be too long. We're just waiting for the right time, really. It's the end of May now, so there's a saying, don't cast a clout to May's out. Now, we do keep to that religiously, folks. After May, we will commence the Mine Explorers. Now, we've got 2 mines that we're going to go down. Initially, the one which is out on the north coast will be me and Chris, but the one where the ladders is, I'm not going to name it because we don't want people going down there without hard hats and the right gear. So I'm not going to say where it is because that's the rules according to Cornish Mine Explorers and all the groups that we are associated with. We do not name the mine name because it encourages people with without the correct equipment and knowledge, and they'll get in trouble, and we don't want that, do we? Not really. Yeah, Forsaken is welcome to join us on an explore and a paranormal investigation. I'm sure he's interested into that, and we've got a few more ghost hunts in the pipeline. We're not going to be doing any ghost hunts next week, folks. We're just going to concentrate on getting some backlog of videos, because at the moment I've got 1 or 2 videos backed up and that's it. So my objective over the summer holiday period is basically to get 20 videos backed up, so when the weather goes pants, because we all know down here in Cornwall when the weather changes it's bloody awful. And because I ride a motorcycle, I don't really want to go out in the rain, and in the winter down here, we really get it bad, as you local chaps there would know. Right, let's catch up a chat again. Danny, I have, yes. Yes, I have. I've been down there several times with Chris and Dave, and I would like to try and get two Will to go down there, but I don't think he's very keen, to be honest. So I don't want to push him to somewhere where he's not happy doing that. So, but hopefully at some stage we will get 2 Will to go down a very good one, very safe one. Now, so we've got 2 Mine Explorers coming up, but also we've got 2 special underground ones coming up. And if you've been watching Benacam, which is Ben, our friend, who is a fellow Cornish YouTuber and mine explorer and diver and shipwreck investigator, because he's a talent, he's a real talent. You might recognize the place where we're going to go, and it's one that's been featured on his channel. And also, I want to thank Cornish Explorer, who is another friend of ours and fellow YouTuber. He's given me a location down on the south coast of a tunnel which probably dates to the late 40s, and I think it's for drainage, but it goes, and we know about it, and we're going to do that as well. So it's going to be 4 good underground explorers coming this year. So our gas detectors are absolutely cream crackered, so I'm going to invest into a slightly better one. I think I know Abandoned and Forgotten Whales would know what I'm talking about, bad air and all that, because you'll have to go and check him out. Gareth, he does some really balls of steel underground exploring in Wales. Go and check him out, folks. Go and check him out. He's the next level. He's like Benacam, but he's the Welsh version of Benacam. Is that right, mate? Right, let's have a look. Yeah, well, if you do come down, give us a shout, because we've got 4 good ones down here, which I think you'll like. Now, Wales and Cornwall is very similar, folks. Now, Welsh people used to do coal mining and slate mining, and I'm not sure if there's anything else in Wales. Is there anything else in Wales, mate, apart from slate and coal? I don't really know. Is there any like hard metals up there? There might be, mightn't there? Yeah. So yeah, go and check him out, folks. He knows his stuff. So yeah, so 4 underground explorers coming this year. Boat adventures will be coming back again. We've got the new outboard. We've definitely bedded it in. We're going to be going down the Halford River, me and David. And if we can get Chris as well, then Chris can come out with me and then David come out with me. We can't have 3 people on the boat at the same time, unfortunately, because the boat's not designed for that. I was going to get a bigger boat this year, folks, but because we've moved and we've got to pay a lot more bills now, we're not going to be buying another boat for the foreseeable future. Maybe next year we might get another boat, but not this year. We're just going to use the existing boat. Me and David proved that there was nothing wrong with it. Everything works as it should, and that engine we've got is absolutely, oh, I'm over the moon with it. I really am. Captain Cornish, are you mad, mate? The Seafort? What? No way. What do you mean, the one in Plymouth? Oh my God. Oh, my son's over there. Hello. You're right. I don't think our boat is man enough for that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It would definitely do it, but it's flat bottom, you see. It's the chap we watch is called Matthew Williams, The Secret Vault. Well, his boat is like that. Our boat's like that, folks. Flat bottom. So we'd be like that, but Matt just goes straight through the waves because he's got a proper keel and everything, like, concaved. Yeah. I would like to try it, but yeah, calm weather, yeah, definitely. Because I was on the north coast today, right, this morning, and the sea was flat calm. Now, last night when me and David were down at Wheel Coats, you could hear the sea smashing against the adit below, and I put the Big Bertha, which is the Marauder Mini here. This is some torch, folks, believe you know. Shine that down on the sea, and it looked quite calm, but the way it was, you could hear it banging, and that it was it sounded choppier than what it really is. Yeah. Model Railways is going to come back in a big way, and I've already got a lot of that. I've got one engine right here, folks. Look at this. Look at that. That's DCC sound fitted. So we're going to be doing a feature on that at some point, doing a bit of shunting and what have you. I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but, and also, which is coming back in a very big way, if I can grab one, here we go, later on during the winter time. Model kit building. Model kit building is going to be coming back. So we're doing a series of that. That will probably be happening when it basically at the end of the summer season, when we can't get out so much, when it's gone a bit colder, we'll bring that back in a big way. Yeah, so that should be good, shouldn't it? So yeah, we got a few things planned this year. So mine exploring, boat adventures, and we've got some more urbex coming. I've got some locations that I need to go and check out, folks. We've been made aware of a care home which is recently been closed, and it's pristine, but I've got some hands in pies, and I think I might be able to have a permission visit, so that should be good. Danny, thanks for dropping in, mate. Hope you enjoy being a moderator. Moderators there, you're there basically to guard chat, and if any inappropriate comments come in, just get rid of it straight away. Jeff, I think we'll have to add Jeff as a mod. I know Jeff won't really do anything as a moderator, but Jeff is the expert when it comes to the World War II time frame. So so I've added you, Jeff. You don't need to do anything, mate, but I think it's only fair that you have that blue badge. Two Wheels not in tonight. I don't know where Adam is. He's probably out on a bike meet or something like that. He does do motorcycle bike meets, folks, with like-minded people. I don't do things like that, I'm afraid. Not really my thing, to be honest. Okay. I seem to be logging in a weird Facebook here. Right, okay. Yeah, I can't really see what's going on there. So I'll just go and have a look on here a minute quickly. We're not going to be on much longer, I'm afraid. It's been a long week this week. And it's been fairly full on at work as well. So I'll just have a quick look. I think Adam's on a bike meet. I don't know, folks. I haven't really spoken to Adam for a few days. Yeah, he's probably out on a bike meet somewhere. I'm guessing. I don't really know, but never mind. It's all good. But yeah, so we're going to be showing you the shed that we build at some point, folks. My son is helping me with that. We've just bought some carpenter's pencils, the new style ones. They look quite good, to be honest. So my son requested that we have some. So this is it here. Look, it's carpenter's pencil. And what you do is you squeeze the end, and then the lead comes out at the end. But also at the end here, look, you unscrew this, and it's got the little pencil sharpener on it, which is really cool. You can change the color of the lead in there. So I'll just squeeze that back in a minute. So it came with little packs of red and yellow and conventional color there. So it's really good. So my son suggested that we get those. So yeah, they're all the three different colors, like, you know. So we're going to be doing a bit of woodwork. My son is a carpenter. He's training at college, and he works for a carpentry business as well, which is really cool. He's really talented. My great grandfather owned his own business down at Penzance back in I think it was 1912, something like that. And they were quite well known down there. So it's kind of gone full circle. And I do believe that there's always going to be a need for chippies with like building houses, furniture, and things like that. I don't think he's going to let me borrow his test pieces that he's got, but I think going forward, it's a real good thing. So the shed, when we build it, it's going to have proper dovetail joins and everything. So it's going to be really blinking strong. So it's really cool. Let's catch up with the chat. Jeff, you don't have to do anything, mate. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to build the frame out of 4x2. Charlie's going to make the proper joins, and then we're going to plyboard it out from the inside, and then we're going to use corrugated sheets for the exterior, which I've already got. And then I'm contacting a local business that do roofing sheets. They're called K Small and Sons, and they do corrugated sheets, and it will be like a green color on the top of the roof, and then we'll put a bit of guttering on it, and then we'll have a water butt as well. And I think that'll be quite good. So I can use that water for like doing plants or jet washing the bikes and whatever. So that'll be quite good. I've got permission to build it, which is after the battle as well, because obviously, you know, you can't just put a shed up without getting permission from council stroke landlords and all that jazz, isn't it? So yeah, it should be really good. So I'm going to get myself a motorcycle jack as well. So you basically roll the bike onto it, park your bike, and then you've got a lever on the side. You can jack your bike up so we can work on the bike. So that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's a good thing, mate. It really is, you know. And if you can do it yourself, build it yourself, you can actually save yourself a lot of money. Now, where my son works, they've offered to sell us a bit of wood at a reduced price, so that's even better because I've priced up the wood, and the wood that I was going to get would be over 300 quid, so it's going to be a lot cheaper than that. So it's really cool, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I've got my old bike, the old little Simba, which is like the Honda 90. It needs some work, so I'm going to do a nut and bolt restoration on that. So I think, to be fair, I might film all of that and put it on the channel. So I need a member of my crew, Chris, to come round to weld a little bit on the back, because there's a little piece of metal that's snapped off. So I don't know about filming welding because I don't want any splatters to go on my camera and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. So that should be really good. The other bikes will need, like the Suzuki's been parked outside and it's got a bit of rust on it, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. I've got it under cover at the minute. I've got a bike cover for it, but the Honda's been outside for a while now, and I don't like that being outside because that's my pride and joy. And you know, that bike is gonna have to be cleaned up and kept nice and neat. In the garage, I'm also going to put a diesel heater, folks, and I'm going to have a solar system in there. I've already got the panels and I've already got the charge controller and the inverter. I just need to get on with it, basically. So we're doing this. The shed should be complete by the end of next month, because we want to get it done before winter, folks, because I don't want those bikes outside in winter, basically. So when it gets really cold, what we're going to do is we'll put the diesel heater on, have it on low, so it keeps the frost at bay. I am going to insulate the shed as well, because we're going to have metal on the outside, and then we're going to have plyboard on the inside. But in between, I'm going to see if I can get hold of some form of cheap insulation, so in the winter the shed doesn't freeze, if you know what I mean. So that'd be quite good. There will be a little workbench in there eventually, and then what we'll do is we'll have a wall, and when you put a tool on the wall, if you know what I mean, right, you'll have like a picture of what the tool is and written in capitals what it is, and if there's any tool missing, we'll know straight away. So we did that at college. Now, if David and Chris were here, they would know that as well, because something went missing at college, and we all had to stay behind until this item was found, because they knew, because of the imprint of where it was, like, you know. So we're going to do that sort of thing as well. So it's going to be really good. Any questions before we go? We're going to be heading off real soon, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay? Looks like it's okay. Any questions before we disappear? No questions? No? Right, well, I think we've come to the end of tonight's video. There will be a video going live tonight. It's a drone flight. It's filmed in stages, folks. I had to move around to maintain my visual line of sight and all that jazz. There's new rules coming in. Thank you, Jeff. There's new rules coming in about drones next year. You've got to have remote ID, which the newer drones, I think your drone, Captain, will have the module already built in, and it basically goes up to a cloud, and it tells the authorities where we all are at one time. So if we are not towing the lines we should be, they'll know, like, you know, which is a bit of a ball ache, to be honest. But the bigger drones now, such as the air drones and the Mavic drones, the big ones, they're going to have more flexibility, so you can fly over houses and fly over uninvolved people, which is quite good. But I'm not really keen on that remote ID. I don't know what you think, Captain. Yeah, it should, mate. Yeah, it should stop a lot of idiots, of course. Yeah, but you know, people like yourself and myself, we don't take the biscuit, do we? So, you know, but I think what it is, right? I think it's these auditors when they fly over police station and things like that. I think that's probably what's caused this, because like yourself and myself, I wouldn't fly over a police station. I just, you know, why would you do that? You know, I'm not going to gain anything by doing that. So I think it's to do with these auditors, you know, which are not really keen on that, to be honest, on those channels and things like that. But, you know, some of it is quite interesting, but flying over police stations, it's just asking for confrontation. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there were these lot of irresponsible people, like, you know, but yeah, so going forward, you're going to have a remote, what do you call it? Two forms of drone license now. You've got to do the test and you've got to have the registration. So it's going to stop a lot of Muppets out there anyway. Yeah, it's a handy tool, mate. You know, it really is. What I've been flying now for probably 5 years, I think. I think it was not 2019 when I started with the Mini 1, and then I bought the Mini 2, and then I bought the Air 2, which I've still got. I've still got that drone. And then after the Air 2, I bought the Air 2S, and then the Air 3 came out, and I thought, oh God, it's got loads of extra features. So I bought the Air 3. So I've got the Air 3. So I've got 4 drones. I've got the Air 2, the Air 2S, the Mini 4 Pro, and the Air 3. Now, the Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3 and the Air 2S have all got this module built in, but I don't think the Air 2, which is the smaller camera, has got the module. So, you know, gonna have to do some more research on that because I don't know all of it. But there is a YouTube channel called Geeks Farner. He's a drone specialist and he's up to date with the CAA rules and regs and what have you. But they seem to be changing it all the time. But we are currently up to date with it. And so yeah, next year I will have to do the test again, and it lasts for 6 years. So we'll see how it all goes. But anyway, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Keep yourselves posted. There's going to be a lot of videos next week. I'm going to try my best to do 2 videos per day next week, starting from Tuesday to Friday, 2 videos a day, and hopefully we can probably put 5 or 6 videos as backed up, and then we'll keep them for when the weather goes pants. Anyway, moderators, thank you for jumping on tonight. Thank you to Jeff. Thank you to Danny. Thank you to Abandoned and Forgotten Wales. Thank you to everybody that jumped on. It really means a lot. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. I think, what am I doing Saturday? I've not finalized that yet, but I think me and David got something up our shirt. But anyway, there's going to be another drone flight over the weekend, and starting from Tuesday, there's going to be loads of videos out there, folks. Cheers, Captain. Cheers, Jeff. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, and I'll see you very soon. From me here at KERNOW EXP HQ, I bid you farewell. See you next time, folks, which won't be long. Bye.